Hello and welcome to SSR Competitive Ultimate League. Actually, Competitive League is the whole thing. Welcome to SSR Ultimate League. It's the first qualifying session. It's the first race of this new one. We've restarted. We used to have a channel, but now we've restarted again. And a Mercedes is the first one out for qualifying. And I also want to congratulate Kale for having a little girl. So congratulations to him. That's why he's not racing tonight. But he's had a little child, so that's why he's not here. And I'm proud of him. Here we got obviously Cats. He's going out for his outlap along with a Mercedes. I'm not sure which Mercedes it looks like it's Black Phoenix, which is Fire Phoenix's brother as well, which is very nice indeed. I need to get the stream up on my phone. CJ King's also out. I think it'll be an interesting race. It's pretty much guaranteed to be dry because it's Abu Dhabi and it's Abu Dhabi. It's in the desert. That'll be common sense. But I think it'd be a good race, and my money is on opioids in winning the league and constructors and this race, because he's an absolute lord. I'm just gonna get his stream up on my phone. Also, these are all the best drivers that we have in all three of our divisions and leagues. So they're all the best, so they should be good. Hang on. Oh, he's streaming. Hold on. That's the wrong stream. I'm the Lord. Well done, me. It won't let me search up the stream. But now WT Cats is going to be the first one to start setting a lap, I think, apart from Black Phoenix. I think he was out just before. But he's on to start his lap. We're going to go on board with him for this one. Goes slightly wide around that first corner, though he is on the controller, so it's mildly acceptable. He's taking a nicer line through the rest of these corners. I can never do those corners for some reason, and it's a bit special. That's why. Still trying to get the stream on my phone at the same time, I'm sorry. I'll go around the hair very nice and smoothly on the accelerator early, I think, maybe. One of his WT Codcats streams coming up higher than the actual one, so that is beautiful. And now I can see this chat if anyone goes into the chat. Lovely. Take a nice line through those chicanes though. Seems like it'd be an okay lap. I reckon those Cockcats will be a mid-table driver for this league, I reckon. He's good, but he's not amazing, I'd say. And I'm not sure about some of the others. Some of these people are new to me, so I can't really judge how good they are. Apart from Hassan Daddy, he's a god. I think it'll be him and opioids to be close to this one, but Louis Colcat's finishing his lap and he's the first one to set up, and 1:37.1 is a benchmark time. CJ King just ruining him by 4 seconds. Alright, that's just abuse, lad. I forgot to turn off message. Hold on. I need to turn off the comments to speech. Anyway, I forgot about that. Now there's just a thing in front of everything. So it's obviously Cockcats and Tom Cool haven't really set very good laps, but CJ King is currently the best driver so far with 1:33.8. We're going to go on board with him going into DRS, except we're not sure if he's on a fast lap for this one, because he hasn't even got DRS on, so we're not going to spectate him. We're going to spectate Black Phoenix, who's got that annoying rev thing, so we won't spectate him. And so is Opioids. So is him. They got Legenda, he hasn't got it. So we're going to go on board with the Legenda in some of these corners. Looks like he's taking that nicer swing. It's slightly longer than the rear end there. I'm not sure. I'm not good enough to be able to judge anything that needs to be brought through. The yellow flag is sector 1, 3, and 3. Gonna be a lot of yellow flags and a lot of retirements I reckon for this race. Of the line. Because this is SSR and there's always a lot of retirements with Legenda going a bit wide and cutting a couple of corners. That was very smooth through there. I'm not sure if he's actually saying a fast lap right now, but you know. As the yellow flag is sector 2, well that's it, there's going to be a lot of yellow flags. If we had safety car on, it would probably be a safety car from the start to the end. So I think that's one of the main reasons why the owners don't like it being on, because it would happen all the time. I'm not sure if Legenda uses a wheel or not. Why does everyone always go in the pits every time I spectate him? So we're going to go on with Liam Towie, Mr. Stoke. He always tries to move himself down just so he can win. So that's how he's going in the pits as well. So we're going to go on board with Hassan Dhabi, who I don't think is setting a fast lap, which is good. I can't find anyone setting a fast lap. Except I think this guy, Andreas, his name's Andreas, he's say Doty Codcat. I'm just going to call him Andreas from now on. He could be setting a fast lap, he's running out of VRS quite a bit this summer. Well, quite slow in front of him, so I don't know if he's going to end up rear-ending them if they're going to move out of the way, so they're moving out of the way because they're nice. Hassan Dhabi. He's a good person. Is he going to play in sector 2 and 3 now as well? I don't know why. I think he's out of fuel. Now is the sort of time where everyone just runs out of fuel. They set their benchmarkers and they just die. I've got Tom Cool, he's doing quite a lot of early shifts. So I don't think he's setting a fast lap either. There's always this little zone when no one's setting a fast lap. But we've still got 10 minutes to go, so the order can still change around good. But Black Phoenix is going back out for a fast lap. Or he's on his out lap, but he's going to be on the fast lap soon. We've got a few other people going up for their first laps, like Zen Queen, Agent Limitless. Just realised Luke Kimmy is out, so he's going to be starting from the back probably. An Amazing FKJ is also another Danish, along with Andreas, who's the two Danish people there. Andreas going into the pits with Tom. We're going to go on board with Agent Limitless for his fast laps. It's got that damn revving glitch, it's so annoying. I don't like it, because all you hear is just their car revving to sugar honey ice sticks. We could be family friendly and PG here. Can't swear on stream, otherwise I'll get beaten. I think Agent Limitless will be there for the constructors with opioids. So those two are quite good, except Agent Limitless is nicknamed Agent Wingless because he tends to lose his front wing quite a bit, so we're going to see how that goes. I think it would be Ferrari to win the constructors, with opioids winning the entire thing. And my predictions for this league, but I'm not sure about some of the other drivers because this is the first time I'm seeing them, so it's all going to be new to me. But Agent Wings just coming around the hairpin onto DRS straight. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of this track or not, because I find it alright. It's a good commercial event, but I'm not sure if I like it as a race. Not many people like it. A slight lock up there from Agent Wings. People are moaning about people being faster. Okay guys, so this is epic. Indeed. I don't think that is you, Liam. The letter Q, very useful. Got quite a bit of division between all the times, apart from 4th with Tibson to Ferrari in 8th. Then everyone else is in the pits, but Agent Limitless locking up a bit again through there. I haven't been concentrating on this lap going onto the head-to-head sign. So this revving glitch really annoys me because it ruins the onboards for me. There's the L-Fang 63, it keeps locking up a lot. I think his back end looks a bit loose through there, and Agent is going into 4th just behind his teammate Opioids, who's now on his out lap also. We're going to go on board with Ferrari in the Williams. The Williams' most disappointing car you could ever be in. You know, he's been put there, so it's quite sad. I think with the number 23, which is also the Exploded Pugs in Division 2's number. So all the numbers I want in this game are always taken, because Kevin Magnussen has number 20, which is my only football number. Roman Grosjean has number 8, and 28 is taken by Brendan Hartley, I think, and it's very sad. They're all my football numbers ever, and as Ferrari spins his car and bins it, very nice. So we're going to go on board with CJ King, who's currently on provisional pole in his Haas. I'm not sure who's Magnussen, who's Grosjean in the Haas. I don't know who's first and second driver, but all I know is that CJ King is currently quick. He's one fast boy. So he's coming up behind a Red Bull here. I'm not sure which Red Bull that is, but it's a Red Bull. We'll go on board. Okay, they moved out the way, that's good. They're on the right lap of things, so it might be Constance West or Tibson, I don't know. Tibson is also Irish, and that's where I like to say I'm from, but people say I'm not, so I'm not going to say. That's a nice corner cut there from CJ King though. I don't know if I think the corner cuts are regular instead of strict, because strict are too strict, or regular is too lenient. So nice, it's actually a bit whiny, he's going into the pits. So we're going to go on board with Opioids, who's currently on this little chicane section on the way to hairpin. I'm interested to see what gear people go in for this hairpin, because I tend to go into first, but other people go into second, and you know, so. But Opioids is a good fella in real life as well, he's quite nice. You are not Irish, thank you George, I'm aware of that now. I like to say, but clearly I'm not according to you, so I'm not Irish. Check if CJ corner cuts in last sector, please. Okay, CJ did corner cut in last sector, I think, but he's gone back into the pits, so I'm not sure about that. One Pillard zone in the second DRS straight. Morning hyper. This is the morning indeed. Even though it's 20 past 8, that's a nice corner cut from Opioid zone. I think we need strict corner cutting in this division because there's a lot of corner cutting going on. Yeah, you probably should. So. Yeah, I think we need strict corner cuts for most things because Opioids here is just cutting every corner possible, and it's painful to watch. So I think we need to turn up the corner cutting stuff. At least if we see it, then you know. It's all good until people just get insane laps. Except Opioids can't improve on this lap. We're going to go and do Tipsy. Currently Alex DRS, very nice. It's going to broadcast cameras because they are quite funky sometimes. So the Force India moving on the way, probably their agenda, I'm guessing. So some people still need to settle up, like Zenki. Zenki, I don't know. Senkai. I don't know why he hasn't settled up, but he hasn't settled up. Maybe he's having tea or something. You never know. So with SSR, sometimes it's quite inconsistent on why people don't turn up because in Division 2 before around Brazil, which they're redoing now, someone didn't turn up because it was for Black Ops 4, then there were some people for FIFA, some even for Fortnite, which really makes me sad because Fortnite is a depressingly bad game. Imagine if I dared to set another lap. Well, you could set another lap and maybe bump up your position a bit instead of being stuck down 12th. With Tibson coming around the final corner, can he improve on this lap time for 137.5.1? Yes, he can. 134.6, putting him into 5th in front of Asian Wing is splitting up the Ferraris. Hassan's last one, yes, he's got 148.4, but he's on his out lap, so he might be doing something. I reckon he's got something. Okay, I don't know what happened to Tibson, but something happened to Tibson. He's gone board with Andreas, who currently isn't doing very well. It's a bit depressing. It looked like he was just getting slipstream from that Mercedes, except I think he might not be setting a fast lap, which isn't good. It is time, y'all. Indeed. So if you don't come higher than 10th, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. So yellow flag in sector 3 as well. I don't know why there's always so many yellow flags. I never know what the yellow flags are for because I can't see who's in what part of the track. So you know, it's very sad. We've currently got quite a lot of close beef in the 35 range. It's called on. He's back in the pits. Let's go on board with Black Phoenix, who's got the room glitch, so we're going back to broadcast. Black Phoenix, can he go on pole? No, he can't even improve on his current personal best. I'm going to go with Hassan Daddy because he's quite good and I want to see him do well. Him and his Sauber. Looks like he's got the number 99, and Tom Cole, who is also the head admin for this division, part of it, Ultimate League. He is head admin and he's retired, and so has, who was it? I forgot. Hero Ajax. Oh no, it's Here Joe Ajax. Ajax. I don't know. Whatever. Nice little corner cut there, love from Hassan. I think a lot of people could be exploiting corner cuts on the chicanes around this track. I put cheeky wording for a strict corner cutting. But Hassan with a nice 99 number, and Opioids retiring. CJ King has currently got a much faster lap than everyone else so far. Yellow flag in sector 1. So Hassan come around the final corner. He's quite a good driver, so let's see where he is. He is in only 6th. I was expecting to go into top 5 hopefully. It's clear that the owners and admins have got in some much faster people than last time I've seen a bunch of these people. But Andreas coming 7/10 off the next best people. The Zenki only just coming out now. So Cats might want to improve on his lap time because currently he's last out of everyone who's set a lap time. That's not good, but he's out on his out lap now, so let's see how that goes. Actually, I don't know if he has time to get around the track, so I don't know where he is on the track. Let me look. I can't see him. It's only on the main street, he might only just be able to get there, but Zenki's setting his first lap, I think. No, okay, that's just him following to his fast lap now. So that's fine. Let's have a look at Mr. Stoke. He's setting trying to set a fast lap, as he said in chat. As he outflagged sector 3 again, he's going through this little chicane S section. Taking quite a nice under the Red Bull though, just breathing down his neck. Also ran him up the gearbox. Maybe it depends who's faster. A little bit of rear end sliding out there. I think maybe we're going to go on board for the last 20 seconds of this qualifying session. I don't know if Mr. Soak's going to be set for another lap. I think he will be. Goes around the final corner. Can he improve on his lap time? No, he does. He only brings up one more position on. Now going on board with Cold Cats. Wait, hang on. He might not be able to improve it. I think he's still on his out lap. How eerie me. I think I might be him over. I'm not sure. And we're going to go on board with him. Yeah, he is over. So let's go with Ferrari. Otherwise Zenki's retired. A lot of people have finished, but I'm going to go with Conflict to be honest. It's got that revving stuff. So that's fine. I reckon Hassan can go. Yeah, that's unlucky, Andreas. You're second last of the people who've set the lap time, apart from Tom, who's low, very low. Luke and Zenki and me have not set a lap time because I'm not supposed to be racing. And this game's broken, even though I pressed spectating, it put me in to race and I don't know why. It's depressing. Denmark's taking yet another L. I can agree with that one. It's not as many L's as Ireland though. Confidence stick very nicely to race. I like when I see people stick perfectly to race. I find it very satisfying. That's a nice little corner cut low from Coventry's West. He has to improve on his lap time by quite a lot, but Black Phoenix, I'll take a proficient pole so far, unless Coventry's West can do something else, or Hassan, or anything as he goes around the final corner on a slight corner cut again. Can he improve? I think he just went up into second, which is interesting. Coventry's West comes up here on third, but on his wheel it was second, so I'm not sure what the table was. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to retire from this race though. Not really. Amazing got 10th. Indeed. I think I might miss the start though because this game is special and it put me spectating. But yeah, Black Phoenix starting on pole, CJ King then second, Coventry's West in third, Opioids in fourth, Agent Linus in fifth, Tibson in sixth, Hassan in seventh. I was expecting Hassan to come higher. Agenda in the better Dane in this out of the 3 who's in here. Then we've got Fire Phoenix, and we've got Amazing FKJ, the other Dane. Then we've got Mr. Hero Ajax, and we've got Mr. Soak, who's a bit disappointing. Ferrari, and then Andreas the worst thing. Then we've got Tom, Luke, Kimmy, and Zenki. Yeah, you're going down, Mr. Sock. Maybe you can win again. But I need to retire from this race because this game's broken and I hate it. It makes you depressed. I don't know if I'm able to retire on the start line. But you know, I did press no turn 1 dive bombs. I swear to God, if I see a dive bomb, I'm gonna scream.
Okay, don't do anything.
We're very depressed. I
Today.
don't want to be
Just
racing.
take it easy. We should have a good race.
Can I please just pause and retire? I'm just gonna go into pause, and the moment I can retire, I think. Or I'll just start and follow in my car for a minute. I'm just gonna quickly follow on into first turn maybe, and then be able to retire because I won't be able to see the start of the race in time. So, you know, this game's lovely when you press spectate, you don't spectate, so that's how it is. I'm just going to be starting up the back of the grid here. I'm just going to follow on and see how everything goes, so you know, I'm not going to front like I'm just squeaky pedal. I did press spectate, but you know, Luke Kimmy's Zenki getting off to a good start, going off into Luke Kimmy's line though. It was very nice indeed. Oh, incidents from the back here. I got 6 around getting slowed down though. Right now I'm going to go retire. Yeet. I can see any, and I'm just retiring. It looks like there's a slight incident going up ahead of me though. Bit of context it looks like. There you go, now I'm retired. Let's go on to CJ King up the front though. If we could get out of this camera angle, it would be great so I can actually see what's going on. Hassan though retiring, I don't know why he retired. It looks like a runner just spun there, I'm not sure who that was, Tom. I just spun to get back there, I'm not sure what happened back there, but got a nice little triangle with it. Haas ghosting for some reason, I'm not sure why that ghosted. Gap starts to form between the back of the grid and then Andreas, so he's kind of bringing up the back of the grid, back train. So now got some segregation forming. Got the front of the grid, the middle of the grid, and the back of the grid already. It looks like Ferrari looks like he could be going for a move up on Tom though. Wheel to wheel, except they have to both go around the Haas, so it looks like he's kind of slowing them up. The Haas goes to, but Ferrari managed to make it through. Tom not being able to keep up, and I don't know why Luke Kimmy's ghosted, but he's ghosted, and that's what's happening. So Cock has just been able to take away Zenki. Zenki's got a great start. He's gone from, I think it was 18th, well not 18th, but 16th to 10th, which is good. Now he's in the points. At least people turn up here. That's good. I like it. Let's go on board with Andreas for a bit. So he's losing time to Zenki in this game. Caught by Hero Ajax by quite a lot. Now the gaps are already starting to form, some of them over a second already. So Black Phoenix is kind of running away and CJ King is going away from opioids a bit. So Zenki's ghosted for some reason. I don't know why everyone keeps on kind of going to pause and ghosting. Jesus Christ, Andreas! Okay then, that was completely your fault. You went off onto the curb and you spun. That is absolutely godly. Well done, Andreas. I'm proud of you there. Opioids is just bringing you back. Black Phoenix has left the session, Agenda's left the session. Oh, we've restarted! Are you kidding me? Well, hang on. Are we restarting? Why the fuck are we restarting? No, there's no... Why we're restarting, could someone say in the chat? Because I didn't see a reason to restart. So that's interesting. I don't like restarts. It always happens and it annoys me. Why are we restarting? Can somebody who knows last in the show, except I'm not getting anything through. Now we're losing viewers because of the restart. Very nice indeed. It looks like Competence West has decided to just completely give up and leave because of this restart. You'll be getting an invite in a minute. There you go, Tom is. Oh, it's this is a session again. That is annoying. I'm not gonna lie. That's annoyed me. You've got a bone for the ultra soft tire. I feel you there. Can I not spectate? Explain. Let me spectate. This game's retarded. Jesus Christ. I am so confusion. There's some got a reason why we're restarting. So we've just got to wait until we're given the all clear to ready up. There you go, now I can spectate. I'm definitely spectating. I press spectate. It says spectating. So I swear to God, if it puts me in the race, I'm going to go nut in a child. Because that's how it is. Andreas, can you tell me why there has been a restart? Or George, can you tell me why there's a restart? Or Stoke, find out why there's a restart. What's going on? I'd quite like to know. I just realised corner cutting is on strict, so I don't know how everyone's getting away with corner cuts, but you know. I'm just going to put it on my feet. Wait, this will restart again. If I'm honest, restarting really, really, really does my head in. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so as we can all tell, George is very big trig in the chat, so that's fun. Apparently it's because people lagged out, which is a bit depressing. Get good Wi-Fi. And that's all I have to say about that, but can we please hurry up? I don't know why Confidence West has gone. Yeah, neither do I, so I don't think he likes him either. He's big trig. But if everyone could ready up, that'd be great. We still need one driver, or they can go bum themselves, because Confidence West is left. I have a feeling George is going to kick a couple of people by the end of this. One of them could be me. I get that feeling if I'm honest. Actually, I should be having a commentating partner with me in the name of Ema, except he's not here because it's Ema, and that's just how he is. Doesn't turn up to anything. Or he just doesn't want to. I'm alright with being on my own. Quite like on my own. I had the company of Andreas and Stoic in my chat. So, you know, he's gonna have like a fit and it's kicking everyone. Anyone says anything, just out. I'm fine with doing that on my own if I'm honest. Like, also, iPut is doing Div 2 stuff. So, you know. Sounds like James Hunt's over there. Not anymore. I'm leaving your voice in my stream. That's very nice. Yeah, there should only be one restart per race. I don't want any restarts, but there's going to be one restart per race for some reason. And yeah, there's probably going to be someone to just yeeting someone because they're angry and they're just going to and dive bomb, and then yeah, everyone's going to die and they're going to be sad and they're going to cry. And this is probably what's going to happen with this. I've forgotten to go and get my clout goggles. I could have put on clout goggles for all this, but I haven't got it. Now we're going for the race and the re-race start. The 5 lights are on and they're gone. Now the race start, it looks like very delayed from my screen. But you see all this tyre smoke from the wheel spin going off, and for some reason I'm spectating Ferrari. I want to be at the front of the grid because that's where everything's fun. So I can't see any incidents today. Quite a few overtakes. The yellow flag in sector 1. I'm not sure why. It could have been Berserk. No. Okay, Tipson is buried in a wall. That probably explains it. And Ferrari has no front wing. And Berserk is the only one out of all of that, and Ferrari's gone. Right, so I'm guessing he's quit. The Legenda's got a 3-second time penalty already for corner passing, so that is quality. Except everyone else is still close. For some reason, that Haas was wiggling like a wiggly boy, and I'm not sure why. CJ King, he was wiggling. He was looking for an overtake there, except if Ferrari's going wide, I'm not sure why. But the Haas was looking for a move there. He's right down Black Phoenix there. Looks like he might be going around the outside, going back into the slipstream for this next corner. He's going for something. He's trying to overtake around the outside, nearly making contact. The yellow flag in sector 2. He's going for it. He's made the overtake, and Black Phoenix corner passing there slightly means Hassan is right down next to him. So he's lost a little bit of time there, Hassan. Now there's the yellow flag in sector 2 and 3, and it looks like Andreas might be crashed out. It was very wide there from Berserk. Berserk is in the wall. What the fuck? Okay, that's interesting. And now going back up to the front with Hassan and everything. Opioids is now right behind Hassan. We're going to go on board with Opioids. This is some good races so far. CJ King currently in the lead after his first lap. Now it's on to 2 out of 28, so it's going to be quite a long race. Now as this lap only restarted last time, there shouldn't be any more restarts, but Opioids is quite close, but Agent Limitless, his teammate, is quite close behind him. We might also have a good view, and Opioid's gone, he's dead, he's retired. That is interesting. He just hit the curb and spun off. That's what I do a lot, but Agent Limitless losing his back end there. Opioid's just kind of clipped the curb and then just spun. Now everyone from Legende to Ferrari is now in the pits, and that's quite nice. Hiroatos is probably going to go for an overtake with top cool now. Andres is the last person to not be in the pits, who didn't lose any of their front wing. But Opioids just caught the curb. Looks like Hiroatos just might have ended up going for a dot from Tom Cool. Looks like he went a bit wide there. Except Hiroatos really caught up, and he's going to probably try and go down the straight. He's too close for the slipstream, except he's backed up and gone back into the slipstream. It looks like he might be going for an overtake. Tom Cool defending the inside. He's going round the outside though. That's good race. He's hit his side pod, and Tom Cool has a nice corner cut going over the stopper. Except Tom Cool's gone a bit wide, so he's going for the overtake again, getting too close, nearly ramming him up the gearbox. He's going to try and go around the outside, might go for a switch back down the inside, which he is going for. It's quite a lunge. He's hit his rear wheel. That would have been his fault if they had a big crash, and he's kind of getting quite aggressive there, Hero. That was very aggressive. He was kind of diving for the position. Except Tom, I'm not sure if he's going to fight back as hard, but he's probably going to fight back, except he's coming into the pits, which is interesting. I'm going to go to where there's some more fighting, so amazing FKJ on Fire Phoenix, Dane on the British, Jensen, who's also one of the admins here, amazing FKJ ended up going for the overtake with Phoenix making a slight lockup. But FKJ gaining on him again, he's going to get DRS down the straight, his third lap DRS is now enabled. He's lost time in the exit to Phoenix, so Phoenix got a better run off the corner. He's got DRS, except I'm not sure it's going to make too much of a difference. Actually, it might make quite a big difference. He's got a lot closer, he might go for a dive bomb, except he's not stupid enough to do that. Agent Limitless is getting close to Agent Limitless. Jensen's just overtaking both of them as he spins out of that corner there. Amazing FKJ nearly out of ERS, but someone just got time penalty. He's going for it around the outside. Jensen trying to defend the inside. It's gone a bit wide. Jensen going back on him, keeping the position, except it looks like FKJ might go for it again. Yellow flag in sector 2 and 3, and I'm not sure either. It could be Agent Limitless or Zenki. Yep, Agent Limitless is in the wall. We're going to go back to amazing FKJ and Jensen. So as this was the Opie was the only retirement of the session, I thought he was going to win this one. And I also thought he might win the entire league, but I'm not sure that will be the case so far. Well, definitely not for the race because he's dead. So amazing FKJ is still close to 5 feet, so he nearly hits him there. I can't remember this DRS down this straight, but Jensen making a slight mistake, so he's going to go for the overtake down the inside. It looks he got a better line through the corner, and he's made the position nicely and cleanly, capitalising on Jensen's mistake. And there's a yellow flag in sector 1. Jesus Christ, who was that? But I think it's very off the track. Everyone's making a lot of mistakes there. Except Zenki's getting very close to Mr. Stoke losing his rear end there. Zenki nearly ramming him up the arse. He's also going to get DRS, which seems to be very powerful down this straight. With amazing FKJ losing a lot of time to Jensen. I'm not sure what happened, but Zenki's now got DRS on Mr. Stoke. He could be lining up a double overtake. Amazing FKJ trying to protect the inside line, but he didn't. He's overtaking Mr. Stoke. He's going for the dive bomb. Amazing FKJ, except he can't make it base that. But he has got Mr. Stoke. Looks like Zenki might be going for DRS down here again. Berserk getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. The DRS is super effective down there. Zenki trying to, FKJ trying to defend the inside line, but there's no use with the DRS. It's just that powerful with slipstream as well. Just abused in there. Nice double overtaking with 2 DRS strengths on this track. Very nice save, except amazing FKJ might be going for revenge on Zenki and try and get his position back. Luke Kimmy's trying to go for something on Tom Cole. He's spun a bit. Mrs. So just going to take that position back. Zenki making a mistake. Oh, FKJ. Why not keep saying Zenki? I keep looking at the wrong names. Making a mistake again. He's got a very slimy rear end. I don't know if he's got some dirt on his tyres or what. But, you know, these kind of signings have lost a lot of time now. Everything decided to open up again. He's going into the pits. I think his tyres have just gone completely, spinning into the pit lane. This is an interesting one. Holy shit. Okay, amazing FKJ was disqualified for blocking the pit lane. Because he spun into it and he blocked the pit lane for Black Phoenix, who is Fire Phoenix's brother, which is... So the teammates, I think. No. Was FKJ... I can't remember. I think it was in Williams, never mind. I was looking at the 2 brothers in the same team. There's a lot of 3-second time penalties. What's going on there? He got disqualified for blocking the pit. There's probably going to be a lot of complaining for that one. Except Tibbs is caught up in Tom Cool. They've now got quite close to each other with everyone making their pit stops now. Looks like slightly sliding on the back end there. Not sure why that's happened. Maybe it's just a mistake. Everyone can't get that. Those corners right for some reason. Tom is still close to Luke King though. Just got Tom going slightly wider than Tibbs now. I'm not sure who got the better one there, but Tibbson's also going to get DRS and Tom's which is very, very, very effective. Tom also having DRS. Tibbs are getting close. Tom's defending the outside. Tibbs going for a lunge down inside, slightly making contact with his front wheel. Tom managed to stick it out, except Tibbs has got much better run out of that corner. Except he's also lost time to Luke Kinney from the fighting. Except Tom looks like he's going to try and go for something back end. Tibbs and lunge it down the inside, so a big dive from it. So he's gone very wide and he's cut the corner. Slightly back end, but he still made it. But Tibson's going back down the inside again. This is great fighting between the two. Tom going wide, and he's been overtaken by Agent Wingless as well. Agent Wingless going for Tibson as well. This is a nice sort of three-way fight now because all the fighting. Oh my God, Tom! Tom, what are you doing? And he's also taking out nearly taken out Black Phoenix. I think that could be a penalty for dangerous driving. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. There was a dangerous rejoin as well. Agent Wingless now getting close to Tibson, except Tibson getting the better run out of that corner with Agent Wingless's loose rear end. So I'm not sure what Tom's retired. I think that one might have been on purpose, and I'm not sure why. Okay, Agent Wingless has just gone past Tibson for some, because Tibson went very wide through there. I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to Tom. But Wingless has just gone. Okay, that's a bit of contact between those two. What's happened there? I don't know if that's lag or they just connected. Black Phoenix tried a dangerous move. I don't know what happened with that. But it happened. Hassan overtaking Andreas. Just pulling away from him. Andreas isn't going to go for the dive because he's not like that. So we're going to go back to Black Phoenix and Wingless. I need to call him Limitless instead of Wingless, but you know, I like calling him Wingless. It's easier on the tongue. So I think he's got DRS for this. He's getting close. He's looking for the overtake. He says he wasn't getting it. Wingless locking up slightly there. CJ can run 3-second time boost. People stop getting 3-second time boosts. I'm not sure who hasn't got one yet. It's only lap 7 now, so there's still 20 something to go. 21, 22. I'm not sure. Mississauga CJ fighting up the front. So CJ King really pulling away from Mississauga getting there. Yellow flag is set to 3. Not sure why, but Luke Kenny, Agent Wingless and Black Phoenix are now going into a little train. Luke Kenny at the front of that train decided to lose his rear end. Wingless going for the overtake line. We get a good view from Black Phoenix. We're going to go into these. Oh, this is contact. He's spinning. They're both spinning. He's going around there trying to avoid the accident. They both lost places to Tibson and Black Phoenix. I think that was just a racing incident. Not sure who was at fault. Luke Kinney went for the overtake, except they spun and Jesus Christ, he spun as well. Again, Luke Kinney, he's not having fun though. He just parks it into the barrier. I think he might retire. No, he's carrying on. Or he is retiring. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's doing something, he has an idea. Tibson going for the overtake. He's down his rear end. Jesus Christ! Oh fuck. He just rammed him up. What is going on? They're making a lot of contact. This could be... What? I'm so confused. Someone please explain, because to me it looks like they're just bumming each other up the gearbox. But I don't know what's going on inside. I said more 3-second time penalties with CJ King taking the fastest lap on these hyper soft tyres. I'm not sure what happened with Tibson and Black Phoenix, so I think there might be a few more angry comments in the chat for those. Ajax making his pit stop now. The gap's really starting to open up now. It's the middle, starting to get into the middle of the race where everyone gets into a nice steady rhythm. The gaps start forming in between the drivers. So now it's probably going to be a bit more boring from here on out. So the race start drama has died down, a few accidents have happened, a few spins, a bit of lag it seems, some lag spikes. Hassan has got DRS, except he's nowhere near close enough to 5 Phoenix to make an overtake. Okay, never mind, he's got very close during that braking and I wasn't expecting the yellow flag in sector 1. There's probably just going to be a lot of yellow flags for people spinning and stuff now. Except Hassan's getting very close to Jensen for the overtake. Looks like he could make it on this straight into braking. He's in front already. Now Hassan making up some positions. He's another one I think can do well. I think there might be something going on with Berserk and Limitless again. Tom's left the session. There's a lot of stuff going on still with a few fights, and there's a few yellow flags which I'm not sure about, so I'm trying to focus on these. So here are Ajax and Tipson are having a little fight down here. CJ King, Zenki losing time on CJ King and Sebastian for first. It's coming on board. Zenki. Sorry about the movement noises, it's just me kind of shuffling around trying to get into a comfy position because I need to be comfy as sand. Looks like I might have got something in this stone. Ah! The Phoenix is also, Jensen is also behind those two. Here comes Hassan going for the overtake on Mr. Stokes, switching back onto the other side of the track on the chicane. Looks like Jensen might also be going for Mr. Stokes loses the rear end a little bit there. So, Jensen, there's a ghosted car. Now it's all going to be up down to DRS probably. Except Jensen got a much better start off of that corner anyway. And just goes to past that Williams. DRS and Slipstream, there might be an overtake going around the outside from Stokey. Saw a little gap as like a Verstappen overtake there. It's a nice camera angle there though. And Mr. Stokes lost a lot of time to Jensen, like. Except Andreas has gone to his usual position of about 6th to 7th. He always tends to be in the midpoints, so that's nice and consistent from him, not letting us down with that. Fire Phoenix, if he could keep up with Hassan, that would be good for him. So Ferrari's very far out the back already. He's probably going to get lapped very soon though by CJ King. He seems to be quite dominant in his track so far compared to some of the others. I'm not sure why Agent Wingless DNF though. I missed that one. Tipson also getting through his second time, but we're losing viewers quite quickly now. But you know, that doesn't matter. Zenki's retired from the session as well now. I'm not sure what that's about, so I'm going to try and get on board with someone who might pass it. Mrs. Stokes spinning me through there. So Zenki's smashed into one of the same place as other people as well. Here comes Andreas going to lap Ferrari. He's just behind Mr. Stoke now as well. He's gone board with Jensen, who's trying to get close to Hassan, but he's quite close up for an overtake unless he dive bombs from Narnia, which is unlikely because these people in here are actually kind of clean. It's quite good. So that's a nice little bit of racing. And I'm gonna see. Yeah, you're very depressed that. Very sadly. So Andreas is now getting close to Mr. Stoke. He might be trying with DRS here. He could go for an overtake. Around the outside seems to be quite favoured here, except he's getting very close. He will go for the overtake around the outside. Looks like he's trying to defend the inside line, except he's sticking it. He's got on the inside line for the next one, making a slight bit of contact. I'm not sure what happened to Mr. Stoke there, except he lost a lot of time. I don't know if that was a dirty overtake or not, but a bit of contact from the slightly dangerous overtake from Andreas, but he still made the position. Now Legende is breathing down Mr. Stokes' gearbox once again. Legende gained a lot of time through that little section of the track there. He's gone board with Legende through here. Mr. Stoke loses the rear end and slowing Legende up, and Mr. Stoke has just binned it into one and lost his front wing. He's disappointed from he's now losing another position to Black Phoenix. If he pits, he's probably not going to lose. He's only going to lose a position to Ajax instead of he's lost his entire front wing. And Berserk, I'm guessing. That's sad for him. 5 second stop go as well for speeding in the pit lane. Well, that's good. Looks like Jensen's going to go for Hassan with DRS as well. He's probably going to just yeet past, hopefully. So Hassan defending the inside, braking a bit later through there, nearly making contact, but it's very close, game of centimetres. So now with DRS again, he's going to go for it. Again, probably. Using slipstream around the outsides. Very close to each other. He's going to have the inside line to the next corner, except Hassan is still staying in front. Hassan's a very good racer. He's clean as well. That's what I like with this. It's normally quite clean. So I haven't looked at the angry comments yet. But I will once everything's really started to open up. Sad thing is, on PlayStation you can't show who's been. I can't show you all the messages and stuff. Yep. I feel I feel bad for you, but at least you're still not lost. I think Luke Kinney's retired as well. I don't know why I keep saying he's in the pits, but CJ King is down in the pits. So that means Hassan is down in the lead, so it's going to be a fight for the lead between Jensen and Hassan. I can't remember when Hassan started, but I think it was quite far back. So far, he's in contention for driver of the day. CJ King and Andreas in the pits, though. I don't know if CJ King's lost a bit. Oh, he's a stack. What the fuck's going on? Hang on. Luke Kimmy's stuck in the pit, so Hassan. Wait, CJ King can't. Here is you are witnessing an esports ready game just leaving. They've just completely given up on the car. They were going to change his tyres, but they decided not to. They just went back into the garage, and so Luke Kimmy's stuck there. CJ King's just there chilling. You know, it's having a little bit of fun. Just having a little sit, relax, you know. Okay, I just realised Jensen is very close to Hassan. So this game is clearly broken and depressing. So that's unfair for CJ. So you've already had a restart, so everything broken cannot be reversed. But Hassan pulling away from Jensen, who I'm guessing tried to make a move but lost time from it instead. I don't know what's happened there. I think he's still just chilling. I mean, the pit crew they had the front wing ready, but now they've just, nah, they don't feel like it. They just didn't feel like it today. They're having a day off. So this game is clearly esports ready. I want to see esports ready. It's Jack Tyler in Division 2. Ferrari's now 2 minutes 34 seconds behind everyone because it's AI. That's a bit sad for him. Except Jensen's now outside of DRS and Hassan's just running away with the race. Legenda in the pits getting overtaken by Black Phoenix. I need to learn Black Phoenix's name so I can say his real name instead of, you know, the two brothers in the Mercedes. Very nice. Except Jensen's brought back from slipstream alone back into DRS range for the next corner, I think. So if he could gain enough time, then he'll be able to try and make an overtake for the lead on Hassan. Except tomorrow you'll be which I don't think he is going to get DRS this time as well. Except tomorrow you'll be gifted by the voices of Ryan and the Exploding Pug from Division 2 also. So that'll be useful for you. You actually have two commentators, it's just the one on the spastic from me. Rip me, what happened to you, Andreas? You're close to Hero. Hey, Exploder, even if you get inside of DRS, actually you're gaining quite a lot on this point. Tibson's retired. I'm not sure what for. There's been a lot of retirement so far. I'm just going to go on board with him so I can see what happened to Tibson. So I saw a yellow flag in sector 1 and 3, so I'm not sure what's happened. Okay, Andreas is down for an overtake on Hero. He's getting nice and close. So if you could okay, he just rear-ended Hero X, because he just went a lot slower through there, I can imagine. Andreas though going in this little chat going, he brake checked me. Legenda also making an overtake on Andreas. I don't know if Andreas is going to pit for a new front wing, which he is, and I think it's only a bit of his end play. Legenda getting another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. It's a bit depressing how many 3-second time penalties we're getting. People are supposed to be in the top division. unlucky from Andreas, so it looked like he kind of got brake checked, but he didn't get brake checked. But Ajax is going very slow. I'm not sure why. The teammates going for the overtake. I'm not sure if they're going to take each other out like in real F1 or not. But Ajax went for. He fought there with Legende for that. But it also meant that Andreas might be able to catch up a bit more again. But Andreas, with his front wing being lost, it looks like it's probably going to be this race pretty much over for now. Which is depressing. Oh, and there's a bit of contact there. I'm not sure who is at fault for that, but here on Ajax seems like he's getting into quite a few incidents with his teammate and others. So, you know, there's notifications coming through on my phone, which I do not want, and I do not appreciate. So we're going to go on board with Hero Ajax. He's going for the overtake. Jesus Christ, I was thinking he died by me. He took out his teammate, but he just carried on going and plowed into his rears. Now, could have been interesting. Maybe we'll try a dive bomb from Narnia and take him out. Then we can witness some real F1. CJ King and Luke Kimmy are still stacked in the pit lane, and this just shows how esports ready this game is. And it's absolutely quality, and it fills me with pleasure. We've still got 13 laps to go though. That's fun. Now the gaps have really opened up. The 9 remaining races left. We started this with 17. Now there's 9. That's nearly half the grid again. That's 8 retirements. That's just stupid. There's so many retirements. It's mostly from people around this corner. They just end up going across those curves and yeeting into the wall. So Jensen's kind of the closest to the sun now. Berserk with 3-second time to the yellow flag is sector 1. Not sure what that's for. Except Andreas is also now getting close to Hero Ajax again. Maybe we'll get his revenge and yeet off some of his wing as well. Jensen getting a time penalty as well. I think this race could be one of just time penalties alone between people. Because there's so many time penalties, I think most of these gaps have just been shortened to nothing. Andreas really catching up through those corners even though he's lost a bit of his wing. It seems that way from the damage I saw come off of his car before. Andreas is getting very close. He's going to have did have DRS as well on Ajax since he's not dive bombing there. He's not going to try anything stupid on Ajax. But he's still close enough maybe to make an overtake in the next few corners. If he's lucky, he'll be able to get a better run on Ajax through one of these corners. He will be able to just breeze past. This is the last time they were fighting, is where I saw Andreas lose a bit of his wing. Actually, I'm going to also leave a message in the chat. If anyone who wants to subscribe to my personal channel, you can. So sub to my personal, I'm the commentator person. Ah, I just belched, very nice. It tastes like Toblerone, because I have a massive airport Toblerone. That's the only good thing that's the only thing airports are good for. Those massive Toblerones and duty free. They're the best things in the world, and I don't care what you say. I've never tried a white chocolate Toblerone though. Andreas is going to have DRS though through into this straight, it seems. He could be able to make a lot of time in Ajax. He's very close to him through there. He gets a good run off, which he doesn't. I don't think he will be able to catch up. I think he should kill himself, Stoke. It's a bit depressing. Oh, you're in the pits, and I don't know why. Is that a front wing as well? I don't know. Andreas is going round the outside in this corner. He caught up a lot there. He's going round the outside, squeezing him a bit, making contact with Ajax. Okay, Ajax now sitting in behind him. He's going to go for an overtake through here again. He's now got DRS on Andreas. This looks like it could get a bit spicy. He just breezed past Andreas though. Andreas is now probably going to try and fight back for it. He's going to be feeding back to me after this race with a lot of extent. He's probably going to be very angry about this incident before. Black Phoenix now getting a time penalty as well with 11 laps to go. I can hear my jaw clicking, I'm talking so much, it's a bit depressing. Sounds like there's just like radio static coming through my headphones. It's a bit sad. But, you know, he's only within half a second, but he's losing time again through Ajax. With the more twisty turny bits, he's losing time to Ajax, but the other bits, he's still there. The straighter bits he's good. 5 second stop, go for speed in the pit lane for AS. Well, that's very good. Ferrari's only down 1 lap, I thought it was 2, but you know. Very good. Now the gaps are just huge between everyone. So we're going to follow Andreas, who's the number 21 in this car with the dead memes of 21. If anyone remembers that, you're on OG. I was in, I think, year 5, year 6 when that was a thing. That's a long time ago. Actually, Mr. Syke is close to Berserk. He's going to go for an overtake, it seems to me, down the inside for some slightly more points, and he just breezed past Berserk nicely. No contact made, nice clean overtake. I need to check the chat to see what's going down in there. So I don't think much is going down, but Jensen might be trying to overtake his brother and his teammate. So it looks like he was kind of just let past. He went past so easy. I think Blackpink's might be going into the pits at some point soon, but I'm not sure. We'll have a look around here now. It seemed like he kind of just let him pass instead of putting up a bit of a fight. Maybe it was a bit of team orders. You know, it could be Hamilton bosses though. He's just going into the pits anyway, so this all's good. No more speeding. The pit lane stop goes for anyone there. That could have ruined his race, but Hassan is also in the pit, so it could be a battle of the pit crews. I think he's got a stop go as well. So Hassan, okay, I think the game is just breaking a bit for me there. But Hassan is now close to Jensen though. Got 10 laps to go around Abu Dhabi, so Andreas are moving into 4th past Black Phoenix, which is good for him. Black Phoenix only is getting released from the pits, but Jensen is now in the lead of the race. Hassan is going to try and bring that back, bring that first race winner this season to really assert his dominance over this league. Whoever wins this race, they could be in contention for the entire thing if they can carry on winning those races throughout. This is to prove who's the best at the start, or who's the best at the end. But at the moment it looks like it's between Jensen and Hassan, and if those two decide to crash into each other, and Hassan's got a 3-second time penalty, I think this will be determined on time penalties. So as long as the agenda's not got too many, then I'm guessing Hassan and Jensen will just lose out to each other, and the agenda will be able to win the race. I'm not sure Andreas has got any so far. I think he's got 1 or 2 maybe. But you know, we'll have to see what happens at the end. It's at the really boring part of the race now. As it gets later on, it starts to just, all the gaps start to increase and the amount of racing starts to decrease. And it's always the final like 8, 9 laps, the final 10. The gaps are just so big, there's nothing really going on. We haven't got much to talk about, no one's active in chat, so it's a bit depressing because the people who are in the chat, they only come in when they're pissing, so you know, everything's all good and fine and dandy, but Hassan is really trying to gain time on Jensen, which I think he might make an overtake very soon. But I'm not sure what's going to happen with time penalties, who's going to beat anyway. So Hassan can just pull very far ahead of Jensen. Hassan seems to be very good on the braking, he seems to really push the car in braking and gain a lot of time through that, but sometimes he loses time in the exits. He just went from within 3 tenths back in, and also 5. To go back out to 8. Under brake he seems good, but his exit seems to let him down is what's the problem. I'm not sure if Amazing FKJ, I think his rears were just so worn he just spun into the pit lane, blocks it up, and then got disqualified for it because he couldn't move out of it. Berserk getting a time penalty as well. Once all his fights kind of died down between those, or at least once the gaps opened up again, I'm going to check how many race incidents there's been, and I can guarantee there's going to be a list of about 50. Now I'm kind of spinning my chair because it's fun when you have a little spinny office chair. Any of you ever had the delight in school to ever have a spinny chair? You know, everyone just spins and rolls around and it's great fun. I love it. Hassan getting very close to Jensen there though with DRS after this hairpin. I think he could make an overtake into the next corner. If he stays close, they'll lapping Ferrari again for the second time. Looks like Jensen got a better run off there, definitely he did. So Hassan's still going to have DRS. But so is Jensen because laps cars. So that didn't really make too much of a difference for Hassan, but if he could get a good run off of one of these corners, then maybe, just maybe he'll make something. He's also going to have DRS again for here, so he's going to get close into this next corner, definitely close. Except he's not close enough to make an overtake. So he's definitely close enough to make an overtake. Now let's go on board. Except he's lost time again. I think Hassan might be on a controller. He's usually quite jittery with his turn. I'm not sure what would be more interesting, the restart, the non-restart race or this restart race, but Berserk with another time penalty, that's just getting ridiculous. I don't know if Ferrari will be able to gain an entire lap to lap on Berserk, because Berserk's got so many time penalties. Hassan again losing time on Jensen. I think it'll be quite a fight between those two for the final laps. One of them might get reckless, take each other out, and Legenda can come swoop in and win. Last year on F1 2017, Legenda was very close into winning. Actually, I think he did win the Division 2 title. And then he has now moved up in here. I'll get feedback from the Division 2 Friday race once this is over, and I'll know if Brazil actually worked this time, because last time it really didn't work. Everyone retired. They tried to restart, but people left, and a bit of loose rear end from Hassan. Going to lose time to Jensen there, but he's still going to have DRS. The Division 2 had an absolute calamity of a race last time. Division 2 Friday, that is. I raced Division 2 Saturday. I had a shocker of a race, but it's still a lot cleaner than theirs, because they had to restart, and then most people didn't want to. They got angry about it, so, you know. Hassan, I still think he can get something, but I am also going to check race director now, because it's kind of got to that point. This is all lap 1, and then you got lap 2, and you got more, and just more. It just keeps on going. There's a lot of Berserk. Jesus! Look at that. I think he might want to fix himself, because he's got a lot. Hassan again very close to Jensen, but he's not going to get a good run off. I don't think he's going to lose time again to Jensen. Of course, I don't know if Jensen has traction control. Hassan, he just hasn't got good exits or corners. I don't know what it is, but for some reason he can't seem to do it. He's going to have DRS, he's going to bring him close, but still not close enough again to make an overtake on Jensen and get into the lead of this race. I don't know if it's time penalties that's also holding back at the end of this race. But he could play a big old factor towards the end of this race with about 6 laps to go. Hassan's running low on the DRS. He's going to go around the outside, and Jensen might switch back for the inside line. Jensen making a slight mistake, except he had to break through the corner, and Jensen again just pulling away a bit out on the exit on the corner. Hassan losing time. He was so close to being able to get the move done on Jensen. Jensen has pulled away another half a second again. Oh, Hassan really overdoing his braking way too late through there. He's losing a lot of time to Jensen as a result. And now it's gone into 1.1 seconds, so he's not even looking DRS anymore. He could try and bring something back in. It's back into DRS on the exits corners. I don't know if Jensen's just slowly going to pull away again. Hassan manages to brake later and gain time through that. But on exits of corners, Jensen's more consistent in getting a good amount of traction and being able to accelerate away. and gain time, but Hassan through that section really gains on Jensen. Jensen makes a slight lock up. Jensen is also on the faster tyres though to Hassan, so if Hassan was on equal tyres, I think he might be able to make the overtake on it. Let's go back to broadcast cameras though. I think Andres has done a good job to get into 5th. He's right in the middle of everyone left really. He's got 4 below, 4 above. He's very mid-table driver, and that's what I like. He's very clean normally. Unless it's just a public rank lobby, then he might get a bit dirty. But Hassan getting close to Jensen again with DRS as well. I think he's going to try something maybe around the outside if he can. He's going to do it. He's trying to do it. So it's not quite working. He's right behind Jensen, right on his gearbox. Except Jensen pulling away again with his better traction out of corners. Ferrari's been AI this entire race, and I'm not sure why. CJ King and Leukemia still stacked in the pit lane, because this game is so unbelievably esports ready. It fills with joy, and the people just have to sit in the pit lane and admire how good this game is, and how consistent and non-glitchy it is, and it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Sam very close to Jensen. Through here he's quicker as well. So that means he might be able to make something into chicane, onto hairpin and into DRS. And do something. Hopefully, maybe. He's getting 2/10 to that one bit of corner. He's very close. He's going to go for it. Down the inside, except Jensen's going to get the inside line into the next one. He's on the inside for the hairpin. He's poked his nose in front. On the exit of the corner, Jensen doing better. Except Hassan's got DRS as well, which is going to bring him closer. He's going to have the inside line into the corner. I don't know if Jensen's going to try and stick it out around the outside. It looks like he is. He's getting close, except Hassan's made it. Jensen trying to get a better bit of run from the corner. He just couldn't quite do it. He's going to gain time again with DRS through here. He's going to try and fight back for his position. I knew it would get good through these last few bits. There's the yellow flag in sector 3, not sure why. Jensen's still very close to Hassan. He's faster in this section of the track normally to Hassan. Maybe Hassan just had dirty air before, because Hassan is pulling away from Jensen. This lead could be slipping away from Jensen. Berserk's gone. I'm not surprised, he had a lot of penalties anyway. So Jensen could be losing his lead here unless time penalties. Something to do. Mr. Stokes retired. I don't know what happened to him. What happened to Mr. Stoke? Okay. Ajax, it looks like you just crashed. Everyone's retired. Why is everyone retired? Why does everyone always retire? There's only about 6 races left to this one. And that's not good. With 3 laps to go, you've only got about 6 races actually here and racing. You CBAs though. So you're just going to lose the positions because you can't be asked. That's not good dedication. It's not good dedication. Only 3 laps to go though. Unless Hassan loses out on time penalties, Jensen looks like he might not be getting a race win unless he can bring something back, claw back his last few tenths, which Hassan is slowly gaining. It goes within a second to outside a second. It's kind of bouncing back and forth. He's got DRS again, which means he might be able to get closer after making an overtake into these corners. Except it doesn't look like it. Jensen can do something maybe in these last few laps, except he might not risk it because he's going to try and rely on time penalties, or he's going to go for it and they could take each other out. So it could get quite intense, or the gap's just going to stay the same, nothing's going to really come of it and it's going to end like this. Ajax is in the pits again. He's not having fun. Ferrari's 2 minutes 41 seconds down to the next driver. So yeah, it's very sad for him to not really have his AI do the best race in the world for him. You know, going past Ajax in the pits, you can also hear the side bit of the wheel gun for him. Luke King and CJ King still in the pits for some reason. which I think is actually racing now. Black Phoenix getting another 3-second time penalty. He's only 2 seconds away from Legendo. So Fire Phoenix is now over a second again away from Hassan. It's now 1.3 seconds, so everything's really starting to kind of open up again between Hassan and Phoenix, except I think Phoenix can win still through time penalty of Hassan in the next 2-3 laps, depending on how he likes to count it. I'm not sure you can see any blistering on his tyres in this game or not, but you know, get a nice show off of graphics. And that's a 5-second stop go for Andreas, which really isn't going to make a difference. He's 33 seconds away from Black Phoenix. He's a minute and 8 seconds away from Ajax. So that's probably not going to matter to him. He's not going to care about that. He's probably going to finish 5th unless he just crashes. Ferrari's now 3 minutes down, and he's finally overtaking Mr. Stoken Berserk, putting him into 7th. And he's basically done nothing this entire race. Jensen is now back within a second, then he's lost it again though, which is quite sad. Got a total of 5 likes on this video. I'm currently at 9 subscribers. I don't know if we've gained any. Back to 6 views now though, in these dying stages of this race. I don't know how Division 2 gets not hello there. Go to bed. Oh, good boy. Where's my dad? Go to bed. Very nice. Up to 7 watching. I don't know if Division 2's over though. Goes into the final couple of laps of this race. Jensen, I don't know if he's going to really fight to bring these last couple of seconds back. Berserk's left the session, and Legendo's got a 3-second time penalty. You know, the race was genuinely awful for you. Yes, it was. It was awful for you. Ajax has now got a 5-second stop go for ignoring blue flags. Fantastic. There's been a lot of penalties through this race, but you know. Everything's really become quite boring these last few laps because Jensen's lost time to Hassan. They've stopped fighting. It would have been good if it could have carried on to now, but it didn't. Now the gaps are all big, but you know. Hello AOR Nunu. I am you're in Andreas' stream and you're Danish. Also you're on season 2 of your F1 career mode. AOR Nunu. Absolute lad. Also, you can still subscribe to my personal, which I'm going to say hello in the chat. I'm commentator person, so go subscribe to my personal if you feel like it. So you know. There you go. Yes, I am in fact a stalker. No, I was just in the stream when Andreas decided to watch some of your stuff, and I was in Andreas' stream when you came into it. I just remembered little bits of information like that. Onto the final lap. Jensen and Hassan is all probably going to finish in the same way unless Legendo's got too many time penalties. Or Hassan's got a few too many time penalties. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, I don't think Jensen's going to really push for anything. I think Hassan's got enough time penalties for Jensen to win this race. So that'll be good for Jensen, good for Hassan. I think those two might have a nice little championship battle maybe. If Opioids can come in and maybe it might be a 3-way. Or CJ King can stay in, he seemed like he was doing good and he didn't get caught up with this game being glitched and very esports ready. Then you know, maybe we could be looking for, and Ajax has been disqualified for multiple penalties. That's very, very good indeed. Just pitted in it. It's amazing. Yeah, Andreas, it's fair enough that you pitted because Ajax has now been disqualified as well again. Now it's into the final corner for these people. We're going to see who the race winner is though. It's Jensen to win the race because Hassan had too many time penalties. I'd be disappointed for him, but that's what you get for being a corner cutter person. Gender is going to bring it home for the podium in third. That's good for Force India. Now Mercedes bringing it home in fourth. Couldn't have a Mercedes 1-3. Can't have two Mercedes on the podium. But now Andreas is going to be the last one of the people actually still racing. So there's been so many retirements this race. I think that's over 10 though. 10 people retiring. But Andreas and his McLaren on those ultra soft tyres, those fresh ultra soft tyres as well. Coming in to bring it home for McLaren, the best finish McLaren have had in a long time, since Jenson Button's been there really. It's not including his race in Monaco though, a little while ago. The fact 17 people started and 6 people finished shows this game is broken. I don't know if it's this game being broken or people crashing a lot. A lot of people hit the curb and spun from that and hit the wall. But I'm not sure it's the dirtiness of people driving or what it is. Andreas coming home in 5th. The number 21 car for McLaren wiggling away. I'm sure he's pleased with that result, but you know, it was interesting. It was an interesting race. A lot of penalties for a lot of people. That's not a sight you'll see every day. A Mercedes, a Sauber and a Force India all on the podium at the same time. It was a good race from Jenson and Hassan. The Gende, he just kind of had to bring it home. And the champagne getting sprayed all over the cameraman. The cameraman, he's clearly got a waterproof camera or something. He's not fazed by being wet at all. They're all getting into photo. They're all happy with each other, giving each other little cuddles. Yeah, they just changed, well, I guess they look at the time penalty, oh my god. Yeah, they changed the game physics and everything, so, you know. But I hope you all enjoyed this, the first round to this SSR competitive league around Abu Dhabi, where there were quite a lot of retirements, but that doesn't matter. I hope you enjoyed the first round of SSR competitive league. You'll be joined tomorrow for, I think it could be Austria, something like Australia or Austria, one of those two. I think it's Australia. Tomorrow with Ryan and the Exploding Pug, who's also called Jack Pinnock. So I hope you all enjoy this stream. So goodbye and have fun.